All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the KSL Week 71 Grand Finals, and we've got Hero in the top right side of the map facing off against Byun. And we've got a gas-first engineering bay block. Byun can, of course, go for the barracks. Just a hot tip, guys. I've seen a lot of low-level players out there, and they try to do engineering bay block, and they always do it before starting their barracks. Now, number one, bad. It delays your barracks. That's terrible. Number two, there's no reason to start building an engineering bay that early anyway, because their nexus does not come down that fast. Now, SCV. Oh, he shows it. He shows the SCV. Oh, a bit slow on the reaction, and yet Hero doesn't pull probes to respond. He might not have noticed it. It was only in vision for a half a second. It's kind of unfortunate. Hero was doing a double gas build, so he might just double down on the Oracle as a response to this. I do think doubling down on Oracle opening is one of the best things you can do, because the combination of Oracle counterattacking the worker line as well as placing stasis traps can allow you to defend your third base quite easily. But Hero, yeah, he's not going to react. He's like, nope, I'm committed to double gas already. Yes, I wanted to build my nexus pretty soon, but I'm just going to have to go take a third base. And that's just is what it is. Pig, would you be willing to cast a small Canadian tournament for one night? I only just saw that. Sorry. There was a guy. I said thank you. Someone cheered 100 bits like an hour ago and asked me the question. Sorry. I mean, if you hang around and tag me in the chat, I would have noticed it. I didn't see the message along with those biddies. Sorry, mate. You got to I mean, you gotta contact me other ways. Probably better. If you want me to cast something. Email, Discord, both common ways to reach out if you guys want me to cast something. Usually things don't line up for my schedule, and small tournaments usually something which would need to be paid for, but probably out of the realm what you're looking for. But appreciate the interest nonetheless. Reaper's going to jump in the main base. We'll see how it goes. Looks like one adept shaded out. The second one not quite ready. Good micro for Hero so far. Let's see what Byun can find. If you can get one probe, it'd be great. Oh, can he get it? The probe's not quite able to block it. Nice. Actually, good job sealing the deal there. Oracle, you know you want to. Come on, show me that Oracle, Hero. Don't be a coward. Phoenix are for losers. Oracles are for Chad Gamars. Yes! He's doing it. Hero is the only player who I see go Oracle these days. I do it like almost every game versus Terran. So I'm just a bit of a fanboy of the Oracle. And I love to see it here. See how it does. Ooh, okay. Adept getting a few hits off. No escape for that Reaper. Gonna go down. Yeah, he tries to be cheeky, but he's not able to. Adept Shade just a bit too fast there at chasing him. Cyclones, Marines coming in. Extra command center as well. Starport comes down. Zealot and Adept gonna go after the reactor. Could do some good damage. Yeah, you don't want to waste time attacking that depot. Okay. Well, this is nice. 4 Marines, though. Yeah, 4 Marines can fight it. The thing is, the depot kind of protects you, right? The Marines can't chase the Adept down. And if you lower the depot, well, then the Zealot gets at you. So while 4 Marines normally destroy an Adept, with the Zealot there, it does kind of change those odds a little bit. But as the first Cyclone joins the fray, I think Byun should be able to deal with this. Now, I've cast a few series of Clem before this, so apologize in advance if I accidentally call Byun Clem. All Terrans look the same! Stop calling me factionist, guys. Just is what it is. Oh, look at that. He lures him out. He says, okay, I might lose a few units, but guess what? Oracle finds an undefended main. Oh, wait! The Marines were perfectly positioned. Byun, well done. Oracle finds nada. Intercept. Byun. Oh, he finds it. Super worth. I think it's worth scanning. I think the Oracle's such an expensive unit. It's 300 resources, and if he lets that fill up, it's going to spam stasis traps. That is unfortunate for Hero. And the build that I was asking for, the Oracle opening, does not pan out. He is going to go into 3-gate blink here, but without any units left over from that early game. And look at this, man. The Marines are going to try and intercept the Shade, while the Cyclone, of course, chases after the Adept itself. Actually, second Cyclone's out. Interesting. Wait, another Oracle comes. Oh, Hero's a mad dog. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. He gets 2 SCVs and 2 Marines. The SCVs kill that Adept. Hero is doing what I refer to as the blender of throwing away his own units. Sometimes, guys, Hero is a god of the game. Other times, he's that kid who finds the wood chipper machine and sticks his hand in it to find out what happens. This is the latter scenario. This is him going into woodshop class and basically ignoring the teacher's warnings about how to use the bloody disc saw. This is Hero throwing away a lot of units off a chaotic early game, and now Byun is in his space and making him pay for it. Byun with a fantastic early game build order. Remember, guys, the Viking is essentially a permanently, it's basically a Marauder with like perma-stim. It does so much damage. It might not be as fast at moving. It does kind of waddle around, but when it's shooting probes or stalkers, it ruins them. And remember, bonus to mechanical. So unlike a Marauder, it two-shots probes as opposed to the Marauder four-shotting them. So it's a supercharged Marauder. It's good versus stalkers, good versus probes. And it's such a hard unit to deal with. That single Viking, the Chad Gamara, the early game. Byun picking up and dropping that Cyclone. Hero, you're allowed to leave this game, my friend. I love the attempts here, but I think you're allowed to leave after that damage. 14 probes. No one would shame you for GGing at this point. Marines come in and get one more probe. Almost get a second one. Good micro to get it away from there. Byun, let's see. How good was his macro behind that? He's actually, his money's pretty low. He hasn't dropped a mule in a while. Needs to drop some mules. I think overall not the worst macro for him. Normally, recently, Byun's been very tunnel vision-y on his micro and his multitasking's been failing, but looks like he's getting warmed up. I keep saying we need him to stop panicking so hard because it feels like whenever he's winning a game, he almost like panics and tries to force the finish. And he messes up his macro so hard, he doesn't get as ahead as he should. But this is not fitting that narrative. And that's good because I keep saying every week, I'm like, Byun, you know, you've been back after having a bit of a break during the off-season for a while. Like, when are we going to get back into that Byun form? And this might just be it. Dude, what is that tank tracking on right now? Guys, what is that tank looking at? Oh, I guess that tank's naturally faced to the left, right? When they're sieged? Just the way that tank was, like, slowly tracking around to the left. I thought it was going to shoot its own SCV or something. It's weird. Oh, you see, this tank is aiming up to the left. This guy's aiming straight left. What's he... I swear that tank was behaving kind of funny there, guys. Do they all just face in random directions normally? The turret? Because the turret does have to turn before they fire, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, something we'll investigate. This one's facing straight left. This one's facing straight left. Oh, they rotate around randomly. Okay, they do just rotate around randomly. Okay, never mind. Oh, recall. Raindrop comes in there for Byun. So right now, guys, Hero needs to go Storm. Storm's a big comeback mechanic. There's always a chance with a really good Storm you could do some magic. Literally do some magic. Raven's going to come in and fly away. Sees a shield battery. Ooh. Oh, did he get the drop? Guys, he got the drop. Wow, good intercept. Good intercept. Okay. Hero, you need to go Storm, though. Pure Zealot ain't going to cut it. I don't think you can do this without Storm. He's trying to just make enough Zealots to survive. I mean, fair enough. There's no time to get Storm up, so fair call. He's just so far behind from this early game. It is going to be tough. Stalker sees the army here. Good scouting. He's got to move forward. Hero's going to F2 everything to the front there. Does send that Stalker back to the watchtower. Sentries trying to move forwards. Ooh, anti-armor missile does land pretty well. Force field traps only one Marauder and that tank volley. Ooh, big Yao-cheese. Bio on the third base. Hero deep in the dumps after this early game. The Oracles didn't work out. He did F2 the Stalker back in again. And the Zealots are there. The Stalkers blink forward. The Widow Mines make him pay for it. Ooh, Byun making the Protoss pay for it after building a wall of tank bio outside his base. Who knew? Byun making Terran great again. Hero loving a good gamble gam. Diving with his Oracles does not find the money. And the double Oracle opening does backfire pretty bad. Byun, I think, feeling really good about that start. And it's kind of funny, guys, because we just saw another series of another Protoss player getting their natural block with a double gas build and glimpsing the SCV but not noticing it, or at least not reacting to it. And I do think you always want to pull probes first an engineering bay build, but as I'm not practiced with that double gas build, perhaps I am wrong. And Byun tries to double up his workers. He actually blundered that, and he actually bounced that worker off the patch. So he still doesn't have two workers on this patch. A little bit sloppy on that control, but Barracks gas goes down. He should use this rally to get on these edge patches. These edge patches are heavy mineral patches, so it's more important to double up on those than these ones because they only have 900 minerals versus 1800. So you want those to mine out as slowly as possible. And these other patches are usually slightly closer as well, but a slight mis-optimization of the early game here for Byun. It's not a big deal. Double gas again for Hero. All right, people loving this build. I love this build because it gives you this entry, gives you full scouting, and allows you to get tech very early on. Think, why don't Protoss open like Terran with double gas expand? Makes sense. Well, they do now, don't they? Thing is, it's for scouting. It's not for offense. It's for defense, right? Whereas Terran, it's for offense. Yeah. Zaun, in my mind, is the one who popularized this. Maybe it was someone else, but I really feel like Zaun, being a player, a lot of people said he's not that good, and then he beat Clem, and then almost beat him a few more times in a couple of other tournaments. And I think all the Protoss players went, okay, let's copy Zaun's builds. And Zaun is a very wide-ranging player. He has a very big range of builds, so it's cool that this is caught on. Reaper into Reactor, Factory on the high ground. He has pulled 3 workers off gas, which means we're going to see a high ground command center for Clem. Going to need to start that in the next 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds. Yeah, raises the depots. He's definitely going to build that on the high ground. No risks of losing that to any early adepts. Not that there is an adept this time. Now, that's interesting. Why is that probe there? I guess just to add an attack? Ah, because if he gets 1 or 2 attacks on the Reaper, it gets destroyed. I don't think that blocks the jump-in point, does it? Guys, I'm pretty sure he can jump past that, right? Am I learning that that blocks this whole jump-in path? Or is Hero just doing hero things, aka also known as kind of random stuff that is just there because... Hey Pig, is Creator still playing? I believe so. I think Creator's been playing a few of the online cups. Haven't had too much crazy success from him recently. Wouldn't have minded a double force field to kill the Reaper. I do think limiting Byun's map vision would be good. Did I call Byun Clem again? I might have. Sorry, guys. 20 workers in the main. Gonna finally transfer down. The natural is so late with this build. But in a meta where all the Terrans are playing so conservative, with a 2-minute 20 high ground command center, it's like, okay, hey, if we're both slowing our economy down, just making sure we get those tech units out, then so be it. Now, the whole goal is to deny scouting. So he's going to Chrono Phoenix, and the Stalkers will take care of the Reaper. Nicely done. So the question is, guys, does Byun scan? I don't think so, because he's already got the... Oh, he's going for a 2-mine drop. Uh-oh. 6 Marine, 1 mine is much better. There's something we studied is Clem, whenever his scouting's denied, he always goes 6 Marine, 1 mine, he goes straight for the main. For some reason, Byun is going to the natural, which is odd. This Phoenix are going to be really happy to see this drop come into their base, man. Stalkers are going to go forward, get a few hits on it. He's going to continue. Byun should back away here. And here we go. 2 Phoenix, Stalker and a Sentry. Can he get another Stalker hit? No, he cannot. Those Phoenix, though, going to jump on top. Take out the 2 Widow Mines. Once the Widow Mines are gone, might be able to chase everything else down. And that just limits any chance of losing any units here. Look at the spread on the Phoenix. Dude, Hero, he got a glimpse of it, but he didn't notice it. Now he does. And that's going to be an easy cleanup. Byun not quite finding the damage. Not quite finding the damage. Couple of Marines get taken down. That Marine does pull away. Dude, oh wow, he pushed in the natural. What the hell? Cancels the bunker. Dude, Hero is such a crazy guy. Hero will attack when no one else would think to attack. Raven's going to counterattack for Byun. Forge and Twilight come down on 2 base, 4 gas behind it. Hero hasn't taken any economic damage. He's on 44 probes, looking for a 3rd. Really good start for him. But the Raven is very bad against Phoenix play, guys. So the thing is, I don't think for Byun you should go in with this Raven. I think it's a really bad call to send this Raven in. It's short-term thinking over long-term thinking. But that's kind of Byun's style in a nutshell, right? He's usually a very aggressive player. He doesn't think long-term. The Phoenix came in, just got 3 SCVs. You don't want to show this. You want to wait till you have 150 energy and actually do some real damage. Because the moment you roll up, drop your auto turrets, the Phoenix are just going to come kill you. There's no escaping. But he's going to show it. He's going to show it. Okay, he's going to go for it. 1 auto turret. He's prioritizing getting the damage in now, and he figures, well, I'll get enough energy to do 1 more. He doesn't really do any damage at all, and this Raven not working out for Byun. You got to be really careful. I feel like going Raven against these double gas builds is generally a bad idea, because there's such a high percentage chance that people are going to be going Phoenix. I would say over 50% of the time people go Phoenix here. Sorry, guys, I flipped the scoreboard. My bad. Thank you very much, Elon Blue. Sometimes we set that scoreboard the wrong way around. Nice push for Byun. Dude, he's pulling the boys? Dude, he's got repairing SCVs. This is a big commitment. Wow. Okay. Byun bringing SCVs for this is kind of wild, but with no charge ready yet, it's going to be hard to deal with. Oh, he hallucinates an Immortal. That's going to be so scary. When he sees that Immortal, Byun's going to absolutely crap himself. He's not going to... I mean, he should already be crapping himself. Charge is almost done. Dude, he's got to run away and wait for Stim. Like, maybe hang out here and just stay sieged up, and hopefully he can't do anything. He's going to try to get these bunkers up early, but look at that. The Phoenix find the rally point. Now you can pick up Marauders. 5 Phoenix can kill a Marauder with a single lift. You can pick... Or Widow Mines are juicy pickoffs. Each one of those is 100 resources. So expensive. And the Marines come forward to get force fielded. 4 or 5 Marines are kind of trapped out front, but actually only loses 2 or 3. The Phoenix, though, going to be picking off even more Marauders. This is so costly. Hero ripping Byun to shreds right now. But Byun's going to get bunkers up. Charge is ready, but how many gateways? Only 4 gates, not that many zealots ready. He's going to hallucinate Void Rays, guys. And you might be wondering, why did he hallucinate Void Rays? And I have the answer. He pressed the wrong button. There's no way he wanted to hallucinate Void Rays there. He's going to come forward, picks up the siege tanks with the Phoenix. One of the tanks gets dropped, the other one gets dropped. He's going to pick him up one more time. It looks like with the Stalkers, maybe. But wait, Stim and Shields is done. The Marines, though, wasting a lot of damage on the Void Ray hallucination. The buildings get cancelled, and Hero catches Byun's push before it gets going. He cleans up way too many units with those Phoenix, and there's just no way home. The Zealots are going to hunt these Marines down. So many of them dying. They're getting sliced and diced. Look at the next charge. And you can see these Marines just leaving sprays of blood. Another one got sliced in half. Dude, that is a vicious way to go. Bio trying to defend. Phoenix Zealot on the front lines. 5th and 6th gas. Storm. Blink. +2. Robo. As well as more Phoenix production. All on the way here for Hero. Interesting Phoenix rally path behind his main. Few Zealots there as well. Looks like he's expecting a desperate Byun counter drop. Isn't that interesting? Kind of knows that Byun in these situations where it's really bad for him is going to go for desperate drops a lot of the time. Prepares for it. Really good call. It's not the right one in this scenario, but I like that he's thinking ahead. Why do Ravens always seem to drop the auto turret by the gases? It's just a nice open area back there. Whereas you don't always know if there's buildings or things blocking you from placing it in the other areas. But yeah, I think it's just a convenient location. It's kind of annoying to try and pull your workers away from the gases as well, though. I do agree, if you can get it in the middle of the mineral line or even over here on the kind of open side of the mineral line is usually better. All right. Hero's in the lead now. 74 probes, 20 worker advantage. Byun's still trying to get some presence on the map. Still trying to push. That's what he knows in TvP, is attacking. Feels to me, though, like attacking is fruitless. Defending? Well, maybe if you turtle like a mad lad. Is there a Warp Prism in this game, guys? Warp Prism's there. He's going to load a few High Templar up. Oh, he shift clicks on the High Templar. Wow, I don't see people use that mechanic where they specifically shift-click a Warp Prism to pick up units! Bath time for Terran. I am amazed he took that little damage. Great split for Byun reactively there. He's caught off guard by it. He's trying to come forward. Here comes the Phoenix. There's a Storm drop as well. Drops another High Templar. Bad Storms for Hero. Dude, it's Korean player versus Korean player on the Korean server. And Hero with some of the worst Storm micro I have seen in a while. He is so far ahead in this game. But dude, he just botched that engagement. Now the Zealots and Stalkers arrive. Oh my lord, that was way closer than it should have been. Luckily, he does have his own numbers. Storming your own units is not that important. It's the fact that he just didn't storm the enemy army. You know, his storms were coming down in the wrong positions, and that was very uncharacteristic for Hero. If he didn't have such a good lead, that could have been game losing, but as it is, this is a third base trying to float out against an 80 pro Protoss. EMP lands and the High Templar still has Storm Energy after getting EMP'd. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Hero crushing game 2 with some vengeance. Tying it up 1-1. Hero now in the bottom right side of the map there. Some sloppy storm control. But I think the first storms were fine on the ambush. Byun just reacted well. The storms were like a little space too close to each other. But those next ones definitely lacking a little bit. That's very classic. Hero is so good when he's under the gun. He's down, he's behind, he's got to fight back and get some clutch moves. But yeah, there's something psychologically when he's ahead where he does things that don't quite make sense. Then again, I mean, that's why he sometimes crushes games from ahead as well. It's a double-edged sword, right? So sometimes you know, You make some mistakes there. It's a high-risk player. High-risk players have always been like this in StarCraft. Hero is not the only one. If you're a high-risk player, you take those gambles. You gamble when you're up, you gamble when you're down. That's the way you play. No one plays tight and safe. Their name's Hero. A lot of players like to hedge their bets when they're ahead, not Hero. Harass a little bit. Byun going for the double gas. Now, this map is Eldorado, guys. Eldorado is an interesting map. I know Clem likes to go for the very quick medevac where he delays his command center until about 3 minutes. I don't think that matches Byun's style as much. I usually feel like Reaper's not great on this map, and interestingly, Hero's done something different. He has walled off the front. He's walled off one of the Reaper ledges, which means there's a little ledge here, which I guess, is he going to wall off with other things? Wow, he really doesn't want to give the Reapers access. So he's playing an information denial game for sure. Wow. Then again, if you build that pylon there, you don't have anywhere to place your tech in secrecy, right? You have to build it on one of these, which means it's not that hard to hide. He just doesn't want to let the Reapers in. It's already a map where it does feel like the Reaper's not very useful on this map. Because there's not a path to jump straight into the main, it's just not as good. Probe does go down. Usually worth recalling that, unless you want to just double chrono your gateway, which I guess is what Hero's doing. I see him chrono the second adept right now. Beautiful. We didn't get a sound effect for that. That was weird. Second chrono went down. I guess maybe it's because the first one hadn't quite finished. It doesn't make the chrono effect, the chrono sound effect. Interesting. Didn't know that was a thing. Command center on the high ground. Yeah, this is not that Clem build. So he's going to go double marine out of the barracks and head into a cyclone, no doubt. It is a Twilight Council, so not playing the secretive game, just playing the make sure Reapers can't jump into my base game. Knowing that Byun's quite annoying with that unit. Ooh, are we trying to hunt? Looks like Hungry Hero looking for a silly Terran player's Reapers. Oh, wow, careful, Byun. If I were Byun, I'd go top right corner right now. I would hide in the top right. He's going to stay in the grass. Get spotted. That's dead. Oh, 1 hit point. But he no, the Saga. The Adept comes from the other side. They take him down. Third Adept coming in as well. Blink gets chronoed. We are going to see that second gateway go down. All right, 2-gate blink here. Now, there is a Cyclone coming out. Now, one of the funny things, I've been making adjustments with all of my builds in this matchup, guys. I always delay the third unit to make the second gateway faster before 3 minutes, often about 250. I feel like it's better, even if it delays your blink slightly, but I think, yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's safer against a lot of those 2-base pushes we've been seeing gaining popularity in this matchup, but it's just something I'm always kind of thinking about is the reason I used to chrono 3 units is against double gas if I think it might be 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion, and he never confirmed if there was an early reactor. So as far as he knew, it very well could have been, you know, several Reapers and Hellions, in which case chronoing the third gateway unit is going to be the safest thing for you. Now, shading into the main base, guys, you might wonder why. I think he's worried about the Clem drop that I talked about, which is why he's moving into more central location. He should be trying to get vision here, though, because a lot of the time they'll unload either on the low ground or up here in the main base. You can see he's very ready. There is going to be a tank. Oh, it's a tank push! And all of his production's up front! Oh, no, dude. If the tank push hits from this side and depowers that, you are screwed. Thankfully for him, Byun does not realize how much tech is on that right side. He's probably going to push this angle. It's the more natural push angle, but it is a big Marine tank Cyclone push. He's pulling back to try and catch these Adepts. Oh, nice catch here. Can he get them? He gets rid of only one, though. I don't know if it was worth delaying for just one Adept. If he was already sieged up, depowering gateways, he could remove these warpins before they happen. Immortal starts to get chrono boosted right now. Third Nexus just started. That is not what Hero needs right now. Trying to blink back his Stalkers. He's got the Observer. Hard for Byun to get the high ground vision. Cyclone and Marines coming forward. Meanwhile, Siege Tank comes across the map. It's going to try to move forward, but it's actually struggling against those 2 Adepts. It's taking a lot of damage. There's no SCVs with this to repair it. That Siege Tank taking damage. Byun just F2 microing it right now. You can tell he's just microing his army, and the tank is almost dead. Tank's going to siege up. Right side pylon went down. That is huge. The right side pylon going down is so huge. The Stalker's taking some big tank shots. There's still one Adept over there. That one Adept could be very annoying. He drops a mule to repair the siege tank. Byun committing hardcore right now. And it's going to be Immortals and Slow Zealots are the only new units to build after this. Let's see how much damage Byun can do. Can he take him down? He's building 2 more barracks behind it. Marines, Vikings, depots, as well as more SCVs. The Stalkers are going to blink down. Their tanks trying to take care of these Stalkers, but the Immortal as well. And it's Stalkers from the back with the blink and the Immortal, and they will manage to take care of the siege tanks, effectively shutting this push down, but not before losing so many units. And the production, the gate, the cybercore, another Stalker goes down. He's going to go drop in the main now. You can tell Byun is still F2ing across the map like a mad lad. This is kind of sloppy right now in terms of just scrappy, I should say. It's one of those games that's very hectic. And Hero, he's on the ropes right now. Byun's all over him. Byun with the Marines, he's going to try and pull north. Let's check the follow-up. 2nd and 3rd barracks kind of delayed. 4th and 5th barracks goes down with SCVs from the natural. I hate this habit. This is such a bad habit Byun has. He pulls SCVs from his natural to build barracks in his main. It just makes no sense. Build them on the natural. He just delayed those barracks by like 12, 13 seconds by pulling them from the other base. It's a weird habit that he's got. Don't want to nitpick too much, but it is something that adds up. He's going all in with the follow-up. He has an advantage, but Hero can bounce back because he's probing up. He's rebuilt his cybercore. Question is, does he go? Yeah, charge. He's going to go charge. I think he's going to play Forgeless for a little while here. He's gone double battery, one on the natural and one on the 3rd. I kind of question that. I think it's just because Hero's so blind. He has no idea what's going on. So he's building batteries because he's like, I don't know what's happening in this game. Stalkers will keep that Marine drop away. Hallucination sees there's no army coming, which is kind of nice for him. I wouldn't mind Byun trying to gun that Phoenix down, which is why he unloads those Marines and does get rid of it. Nice. Denial. The longer you delay Hero knowing about the 3rd commencement, the better, because Hero's going Robobay Forge. Ooh, I think for Byun, you want to move out pretty soon. He's got his first 2 medevacs building, other than this one single that he built, but the first 2 out of the reactor. And I think this scout should see it, though. Hero micros it in, sees the bio, sees the 4th and 5th barracks coming up. He knows what he's up against. It is a 2-base attack, a massive commitment. Yes, the 3rd command center goes down for Byun, but it's very late. Byun, slightly supply blocked. As long as he keeps building depots immediately, he should be fine. But he's got to commit. He's got to commit right now. Byun trying to move out. He's got a Viking landed on the watchtower, dropping the top right side. Ewoks partying on the side of the map. Is it going to be Protoss helmets or Terran helmets that they're cooking their stews out of later tonight? It looks like Terran, actually. They've already killed a few Terran. They're cheering for Hero. No surprises there. Bio coming forwards across the map. It is 3 Immortals, 1 Sentry with very little energy, a handful of Adept, Stalkers, and Zealots. Back here, we've got our first Colossus +1 on the way as well. Only 4 gateways. I think those shield batteries were a little bit of a mistake for Hero because it's delayed his gateway count. On the other hand, Byun's gone 5 barracks, but he's playing a little afraid right now. And without opening these minerals, he can't get rid of the watchtower without ferrying across. Good choice. Ferries a Marauder. He'll stim that after, but that means the medevac is kind of leaving his army, which seems a little bit unnecessary. Does take out the Stalker, picks it up. He's going to join that one back in. The 5 Marine drop in the main getting shut down right now. Boost is ready, tries to unload, but he's going to lose that medevac and all those Marines. Byun focusing on the front right now. He's got to get going. He's taking too long to get this push going. Colossus has arrived on the front. It's a big Marauder army, and he's about to have 1-1 upgrades. Let's see what he can get done. No scans on the army, surprisingly. And the tanks are sieging a little bit late. The bio trying to pull back here. The tanks are getting jumped on. The Zealots go down. Hero taking out the siege tanks very nicely. Diving on top of the army. And Byun losing the anchor of his army. And it feels like this was not the pointiest build. I think he should be doom dropping the main or something like that right now. He's gonna go for it. But oh god, he's gonna get spotted. He's gonna get spotted. Oh my lord, that Stalker's gonna see it. Where'd it go? No, he repathed it. He repathed it. He went north. He went north. Okay, he's going to go try and deny the 4th base. Meanwhile, 3rd base is going for an orbital. He's building SCVs. He's transferring workers. Double engineering bay is here. But with no armory, one has to wonder, why are there 2 engineering bays? What is going on? No armory. No Ghost Academy. Byun is not set up for a long game. I think he needs to keep dropping and making this game scrappy, but Hero seems to be stabilizing. He's got a 4th base coming up, 65 workers. 2nd Forge just came in, chronoing upgrades. Whereas Byun, he's inconsistently building workers. He's kind of progressing, but he's also not. This feels a little listless for Byun. I feel like I'm watching a Terran who's like, I'm like, what do you do? He's like, I'm just taking a gap year. And I'm like, you're 36. He's like, well, yeah, it's been 18 years of gap years, but, you know, I just need to find my proper, like, soul purpose in this world. And I'm like, Byun, commit! Still not committing really. He's kind of intermittently building SCVs, a few Vikings, a few Marauders. If you're not going to commit to anything aggressively, I think you need that constant worker production. You know, you need to be a little bit more focused on the armory, right? You got to commit to the longer game, but he's not doing that. Now the armory in a second eBay goes down, except it's not a second eBay. He thinks it is. It's a third engineering bay. That is awkward. Byun, feel like he's letting the momentum he had in this game slip away a little bit. Hero's taking a fifth. Spreading his bases out across a wide front. Hero's going to be okay with losing one of those bases, as long as he wins the engagements. 2-1 upgrades. High Templar coming in. Does he have Storm? No, just Archons, it looks like. Archon, Storm, Zealot, Colossus. Dude, is that four Colossus? Warp Prism joining? I mean, Byun is maxing out on a low-tier army. He doesn't have a 4th command center. He's adding a few ghosts, but this is not great macro. I have to be critical here because Byun was doing really well earlier. Now he starts a 4th at 11.5 minutes. This is not optimized StarCraft 2 play from Byun. And I think in a meta where you're playing against the best PvT player in the world, unless you're a Max stan, you think he's the best, it's probably the best PvT player in the world, Hero. Guy who's giving Clem a lot of trouble. You've got to be decisive. You cannot afford to be airy-fairy about it. Here we go. Bio trying to start a step away. Hero's going to jump forward. Start to assert himself on this map. Byun still got an observer overhead as well. He's a bit stimmed. He's going to try and fight while he's still stimmed. EMP lands on a few of those units, including an Archon. It's a massive bio force. How many Vikings? 8 Vikings, but that is 4 Colossus. Does take out the observer with the scan. The bio army's going to have to stand and fight, but look at how quickly the Stalkers split fired against those Vikings. Hero blink forward. Byun's Vikings disappeared, and he GG's out while up 10-15 supply. Byun, he lost the plot after that early push. All right, man. Hero in the lead there. Survives the whirlwind from Byun. I think Byun's had some really cool builds lately. I love seeing the variety he's bringing out. But definitely, he sometimes loses momentums loses momentums. He loses momentum and freezes up. I think that's a problem. I mean, Byun always has been emotional. You know, he's always been like, when it's going well, he gets vibing, kicks butt. Starts going bad, starts to sometimes fall apart a little bit. Just gonna go for the gas first eBay block. Byun has a crazy high percentage of doing this on both ley lines and amygdala. I think it's something you can expect as Hero. And it looks like he's scouting for it. Yeah, he's scouting for it. This is a good prediction by Hero. Hero is very good at studying his opponent's habits. A lot of people don't realize and don't give Hero credit. He will watch your openings. Like, he knows when to go no scout, when to check for eBay block. And especially since it happened to him earlier in the series. But like on this map, he does this almost every game. Byun is a little too predictable in his TvP openings. I know this because I watch so many of his series. I know this very well. Very commonly goes to this. Did it versus me last week in the weekly cup, 2 weeks ago, whenever that was. And I noticed it then. I was like, caught me off guard. And then I saw him do it 5 times in different TvP pro matches since then. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, there's a pattern here. So Hero studying his opponent. He's like, I've played you a lot, Byun. I know how you play. Very good prep for Hero. Now this SCV is what I would refer to as a sneaky boy. It's a Hellion run by, guys. Proxy Factory. It's going to make 3 Hellions and try and drive them in the base. Very cool build. You could technically make tanks and do like a crazy all-in, but that's incredibly meta. It's best of 5. If Hero wins this map, Byun's out. I don't think that means you play conservative. If anything, as the Terran, it means you play more all-in. As Byun against Hero, you are an underdog. Not a crazy underdog, but you are an underdog. I don't think playing super safe against Hero is ever a fantastic idea unless you have immense confidence in your late game. Don't want to give him any advantages. We know it's a Twilight Council. Command Center is not about hiding it on the high ground here. You can run up and see it. It is just about protecting it. What about an Undercat? Yeah. Whoa, he's actually committing to the drop. I was talking to Clem about this build. Wow. Okay, this is super old school. This is very similar to the old fantasy build. except it's on one base, where you would go for 3 Hellions, load them into a medevac, drop them, and then you'd build a battle cruiser from the proxy. Now, obviously, we're not going to see the battle cruiser. This is just a 3 Hellion drop into expand. There might be a Liberator afterwards as well to follow it up before floating both buildings home. But it's a cool build, man, because 3 Hellions is enough to one-shot workers, and they can just, yeah, roast, toast. 21 seconds to build a Hellion, 32 seconds, or 30 seconds, sorry, to build the medevac. So that's going to time out really nicely. The SCV is still here, I think, because he doesn't want it to get spotted going home. Now, you might wonder, why does he patrol it? It's because if it's on a patrol path, it doesn't count as an idle worker. So if he just leaves it sitting there, he's going to get an idle worker. He might press that button, forgetting that it's that worker, send it home, and give away that he's proxying. So smart adjustment there for Byun. Here we go, 3 aliens. He's going to load in. It's a very fast drop. Pylon. Oh, perfectly timed Pylon. Remember, guys, Pylon's vision keeps getting buffed. Imber Protoss! Just kidding, guys. He's only got 3 Stalkers. They way out of position. These aliens are going to roast. They're going to toast. Byun, he's looking for the barbecue. 3 probes to start. Can he get more? Good split on those probes. Beautiful split there for Mr. Hero. I don't know why I called him Hero. That's a weird way of saying his name. 6 probes. Okay, only loses 1 Hellion. That's really good damage for 1 Hellion. But remember, this is not just 1 Hellion. He's also building a Widow Mine to block the 3rd. Okay, that's cute. I love that adjustment. And the Liberator that I predicted. But now he's got to go home, float those buildings back, and he's got to try to defend while those Blink Stalkers are coming in right now for the counterattack. The Hellion's doing good damage. Dude, Byun just killed 3-4 more probes. Really nicely done. He's going to get another one. One more shot on that yellow hit point probe. Oh, beautiful, beautiful play. Reaper's going to come in, try to tap some of the low ones as well. But, oh God, his bunker's not up. Oh, Byun caught with his pants around his ankles. Hero says, mate, you are most vulnerable when taking a poo in the woods. And that is absolutely when I'll tackle you into your own excrement. A crazy choice to have that bunker so late. But you know what? Byun gets away with it. Only loses 2 SCVs. And it's 11 workers killed now. 11. The Reaper must have gone in and finished off 2 of the low hit point ones. Really nice job from the Reaper. Stalkers, I don't know how they're in his main base. Guys, did they just run past? Did he just run past and blink over the depot? Oh my lord. Dude, he's killing all the Marines. There's nothing in the bunker. There's nothing in the bunker. Oh my god, Hero, he senses weakness. Oh my god, Hero's like one of those really, really douchey managers in the workplace. They sense weakness and they know they can bully you into doing overtime without getting any pay for it. Oh, he senses weakness and he goes for the throat. He gets so many SCVs. But wait, there's a Liberator in the main. Liberator just killed 6 probes. Widow Mine's walking to the natural. It's chaos. Welcome to the blender, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Widow Mine. Boom, another 4 probes, but the Stalkers are in the main. He's got to hang on. He needs more Marauders. He needs more Marines. He's got 1 Marauder and 3 Marines. Hero right now, these Stalkers are his lifeline. He needs to do insane damage right now. And he's warping in Zealots because they're amazing against SCVs. They're cheap, tanky units, and Byun can't quite defend the counterattack. What an insane final game that was. What in the hell? Dude, I've got to watch the Stalkers getting past the bunker. Look at this. What was this? Oh, he shaded the Adept. Watch that again. What a move. What a move. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. The Adept's about to die, but it provides the vision so the Stalkers could blink up. Takes out the couple of Marines on that. That is literally, if he doesn't blink in there, the Marines stabilize on the bunker, and it's fine. He literally holds if he does not get those, if Hero doesn't get those Stalkers in the main, Byun holds. Instead, he loses like 7 more Marines. Look at this. Nothing gets back in the bunker. Hero accidentally attacks the plate instead of the Marine, but he does game-ending damage with that because it opens up the opportunity for these Stalkers to now be facing less opposition. If there was, I mean, Byun could lose 20 workers here, be fine, because Hero had no economy. He's not even mining in his main base. He's getting wrecked. But wow, Hero with the decisive counterattack. Oh man, this dude thrives in the chaos. That is so cool. GG, well played. What a fun best of 5. Hero wins 3-1, guys, and manages to seal the deal. I love it. GG, well played.